Hi, change bringer. Yes, you are a change bringer. Did you know that if you change something inside of you, something will change in your world, in the world, and in the universe? That's how powerful you are, and that's how powerful we all are. So today it's about how you destroy your own dream. Did you know that 92% of the people on this planet do not fulfill their dreams in a lifetime? Only 8% do. Why? Nobody is talking about how you destroy your own dreams. Instead of, I can find a lot of on the internet how to build up your dream, how to fulfill your dream, but nobody's telling about how you destroy it. And more people destroy it than build it up. So let's talk about this today. Then we can stop this destructive behavior and then change it into something new. So yes, a lot of people have a lot of dreams. If you ask children, if you think about your childhood, what was your dream? And then the reality was certainly much different for a lot of us. Thank God I'm with the 8%. I fulfilled a lot of my dreams, still have dreams, and still in the progress of fulfilling them. And I must say, it's one of the fulfilling experiences in your life that you have a dream, you work towards it, and then it becomes reality in your life. And that's just, yeah, amazing. So I wish that also for you. So stay with me. Let's build it up. Let's see where you destroy it and then see how you can stop that and then change it again. Okay, first of all, you had a dream as a kid, or many dreams, or as a grown up. And then there is the ratio, yeah, the mind, this and that, and oi and I and a, yeah. So what a lot of people do is they get distracted. They get distracted by people around them, and a lot of people around you and around me, they just project their fears on you. You have to be very focused to overcome that. So here's a trick to stay focused. You write everything down. If you look at my previous videos, I tell you that writing down is very important. Write your dreams down. Write it down. And then if there's distraction, yeah, for example, a family member, a spouse tells you, that's too far-fetched, that's too difficult, that's gonna be intense, you're gonna have to work hard for that. Then you can decide, you have options here. You're gonna listen to them, believe them, and adapt their reality into yours. Or you say, no, not my reality. Not my reality. Do you know how many times I had to say that to myself? Not my reality. I know what I like. I know what my dreams are, and I'm going to be focused. And I had some weird, some really weird dreams, and I made them come true. And I had, of course, a lot of resistance, and you do too, everybody, yeah? Then you have to prepare. You have to prepare for the real world. There's bureaucracy, and you will for sure get in contact with bureaucracy. So find people who can give you correct advice. Who do you listen to? That means people who have already had the experience, people who are experts. Yeah, you do not ask financial advice on to somebody who's broke. Yeah, or you do not ask advice for a good relationship to somebody who is in a divorce. Yeah, so make sure that you are aware. Who do you listen to? Yes, ask advice. Ask advice. And we have the internet. So start investigating. How can I achieve my dream in an easy way? And then do not adapt the reality of other people that say, oh, it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, it's going to cost a lot, oh, you're going to have to work hard, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Just focus, and believe, that is a very important one, believe that you can achieve it. Then the first step is not adapt the reality of others. So stop that. And then write it down. Yeah. Write it down what your dream is. And then keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on focusing. Keep on focusing. Keep on investigating. For example, you want to move. You're fed up where you live and you want to move. Start putting things in boxes. You're already in your mind, you're moving. You like to have a child in your life. Please investigate first. This is a big thing, yeah? A business, starting a business, moving house, okay, but a child. I advise people who want to have a child to work in a kindergarten or a place where they drop the young babies for a whole day and work there for a while, yeah? Or just ask your sister or your brother's children, toddlers, to take care of them for a week. And then you know what it means to have children. Children is something very important. It's the next generation. So don't take it just lightly. Investigate. Are you ready? Are you ready in your life for children? Are you personally ready? You, it, are you tolerant even if you're tired, if you're sick, if you're whatever? Yeah, have a lot of stress? Because with children, you have to be tolerant. So please be aware of that. Okay, then your dream is business, new house, a child. For example, buy already clothing for a baby. Start changing one of the rooms into a baby room. You want to start a business? Okay, start investigating on the internet. What you need? What you need? Look for an accountant already. Look for information from an expert. What is the best thing to do? Go and investigate. If you want a brick and mortar, go and investigate. How much does it cost to rent a place, an office, whatever you want to start? Start. And in your fantasy, that's why we all have fantasy. You already start living there. So, for example, you want to move. You like to move. Okay. Imagine that you already walk on the streets where you like to live. Imagine that you already live in the place that you like to live. Do you like to start a business? Imagine that you're fulfilling that. And I do that every time when I have a dream. I start living in that dream, in my reality, the way I think, the way I talk, the way I organize my daily life. I am preparing because it's soon there. I'm preparing already, as if it is already there. And that's how you should do it. And stop listening to the people's fears. Stop listening to the projection of other people's emotions. Just focus. And yes, we all have a bad day. Yes, we all have a weakness. If it's not money, then it's a fear not being accepted by people who you love. If it's not that, then you're fearful that your body is not strong enough or whatever. Yeah. So make sure that you build that up. know what your weakness is. Know what your weakness is, and then make sure that you make it stronger. Make it stronger. If you're not, for example, good in organizing, then look for somebody who can help you organize. If you're not good in bureaucracy, look for somebody who is good in bureaucracy. If you're not good in social, you're not a good talker, you're not a good speaker, and your business is having conversation, look for somebody who can have good conversations, or help. There's enough on the internet to help you at the moment with communication. So look for your weaknesses, because that is where the ego steps in, and that is where the outside world steps in. Your weaknesses your are you sure? Because you're very impatient, and what if, yeah, what if? And then your ego goes, yeah, what if this happens, and then you start with the negative scenarios, and then you lose your dream. And that's why a lot of people lose their dream. The negative scenarios, just kick them out. Kick them out. They're not welcome in your life. Do you not think, if I have a dream, that my ego starts fantasizing about what can go wrong? Of course. But you know what? I'm the boss, not my ego. So my heart feels that my dream is good for me and the world, and I'm focusing. Even if the distraction of the ego, the distraction of all the other people, the distraction of bureaucracy, whatever you encounter with in your daily life, that's reality. And you know what? It's worthwhile. It's worthwhile. And if people say, yeah, but Kaat, you're so strong. I'm not strong. I'm just focused. I'm just focused on, this is my dream. I like that to happen. Then go with me through the other options. What if not? What if you don't realize that dream? Then what are the other options? How is your life going to be how is it going to be without that dream fulfilled, or dreams fulfilled? I mean, how are the 92% of people living? I don't know. Tranquilizing themselves with alcohol, maybe? Drugs? Fleeing in social media, porno? I don't know how they do it. I just live. I live for my dreams. I live for them. That's my goal in life. Have a dream and then go for it and go for it. That's how I realized all my dreams. And I had a lot, and I still have. And that's a focus. That's a goal. That's something to work on. I don't think if people don't have goals, of course they want to tranquilize themselves and their egos all the time, talking bad and what if and fears, but that's not a life. We're here to manifest our divine, that we can do whatever we want, whatever we wish, whatever we like, whatever we need. So, yeah, it's up to you. Write it down. Even write down all your negative thoughts of your ego. What if? But then also write down, how is your life going to be if you don't fulfill your dreams? It's going to be boring. It's going to be a lifetime escaping from an unfulfilled life, a life with emptiness, detachment, a life with disappointment, worthlessness, and so on, rejection. You like that? No, it's not an option. Don't take that option. If you have a dream, it's a straight line. There are no other sidelines. There are no sidelines. Don't take the sidelines. Just go on. And yes, sometimes it's not that easy. It's not immediately like your ego likes it. And then what? Just keep on going. Find another way, and focus on it. And imagine that you already live in your dream, that you already have that reality. And how do you feel? And go to sleep with it every night. Remember, I told you in previous videos, remember, if you imagine your dreams and imagine living in that dream, how you feel, that you already sleep in that new house, that you already come home tired from your work that you love to do, and you lay in your bed fulfilled and think, oh God, that was a wonderful day. Thank you for so many clients. Thank you for so many whatever. Do you understand? Just before you go to sleep, it goes into your unconscious very fast and it manifests very fast. So have fun with it. Have fun in life. Do what you like. Do what you're good at. And if you don't know what you're good at, start something. Start something that, you like to do. And it can be very simple. You like to tell your story. For example, start writing it down. Start sharing it on social media. You like to cook. Start cooking. And maybe there are a lot of people in your neighborhood who don't like to cook. I know a lot of people who don't like to cook. Say, hey, if I cook 3 meals a day, I can sell 2. Do something. Do something. Don't listen to your environment. Don't listen to your ego that is always saying, oh, it's going to be hard. It's going to be this, going to be that. Just start. Just start. And I know it's ridiculous. The start can be ridiculous. I started things very small, and I was dreaming about the center. You know how I started? In my living room. No, I didn't even start in my living room. I started very close at the riverbank. I gave my first meditation at the riverbank with 5 people. And the next week, we had to go to somebody's living room. And then we were with 8 people, 9 people. And then the week after, or the month after, can't even remember. I think I did it once a month. I gave a meditation for 15 people. And then after that, we had to rent the room because it became bigger and bigger and bigger, the group. And I couldn't, I didn't expect it to grow that fast. And other things just went very slow, or went up and then a little bit down. And if that down is negative, don't focus on the destruction. Focus on your dream. Yeah, focus on your dream. I make another video about this, how people destroy their dreams when they're manifesting them, because that is also a big thing. Not only to start them, but a lot of people start and then let go. Let me make another video about it, how you do that. But anyway, if you like to start your dream, then first of all, neglect absolutely the input of the outside world, except the ones who are experts. Listen how they did it. Listen what they had to encounter. Listen how they overcame obstacles, even before you started. And make your due diligence. Yeah, for example, a lot of people, they live in their own dreams, they live in their own reality. I call it their own glasses. They have their own glasses on, how they see the world, and then they have this fantasy, like, this is my dream and this is how I'm going to do it. And then the reality is completely different. And they fall out of their clouds on the ground, and it's a hard fall. And then they can't pick themselves up, and then not starting anything anymore. That's a lot of people do that. So your imagination is for us to use. Yeah, for you to use. My imagination is for me to use. But it has to also be realistic. That's why you need to investigate what is possible, what is not possible. And of course, you can be very stubborn. I give you an example. When I wish to start a center, a consciousness and health center, I wanted to have it in a specific location, a room without pillars, because if you have a big group meditating together or giving a workshop, then people are behind a pillar. That's not okay. Then I needed two rooms, one for personal sessions and one for massages and other personal sessions. Then some sort of restaurant where people can learn to cook healthy food, because it's very important, healthy food also. And so I had this imagination and a big room without pillars. You know how many people told me that is impossible? You're going to pay a lot of money. You're going to never find it here in this location. I was living in the middle of the city in Belgium. That is impossible. There's not enough big rooms here in this city. They have that problem already. And you know what? Within 2 years, I was patient. I looked around, I heard what people told me, but I kept on going, kept on going. And I found a huge room without pillars in the middle of the city, very close to all the trains and trams and buses, public transportation, so people could enter the city by public transportation. There were two rooms, two for personal sessions, and there was a big hall where we could welcome the people, where people could put their shoes and their coats, and then there was a restaurant. It was not huge, but it was a kitchen and a place where people could eat and people could learn to cook. And it was wonderful. It was a wonderful place. And we had that for 9 years. 9 years. And the price was very good. And people could not believe that I found it. Well, I believed. You see, I believed, and I did not let go of that belief. Even if many, many, many told me that will not work. That will not, you will not be able to find it. I did. Within 2 years, I found it. You see? Voila. I just kept on going, kept on going, kept on going. And no disappointment. Every time I looked at it, I had looked at a place, I couldn't feel it. I couldn't feel it. And I was sure there was something, someplace, it will click. And it was. You see, that's how you do it. And you keep on going. You keep on going. That's the only thing you need to do. Do not stop. Just keep on going and fantasize about it. Fantasize about it. Fantasize about it. Even if the reality now is not suitable for your dream, you will attract it and you will create it. The universe is like a canvas and it will create it for you. You only have to let the universe know what is your dream. Repeat it with emotions, with your fantasy. Live already in that fantasy, not project it into the future. One day. No. Live already in this future. Feel it, taste it, smell it, feel it physically. And then the universe says, aha, I understand. And soon you will see signs more and more for example, about that hole that I was looking for, more and more people were sending me information about, did you go and look there? And there's something to rent, and I saw it coming closer and closer and closer until the day it was there. You see, and I never gave up believing. I always focused, and I wrote everything down, how the center should be. And this is how you create your dreams. This is how I create my dreams. 92% of people do not do this. 92% of people listen to the outside world, listen to their destructive ego that says it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, you don't have the money, you know, it's not true. It's not true. Your reality is what you believe. That is true. And if you believe it's not going to happen, you're right. And if you believe it's going to happen, you're right too. So make that decision and go for it. Go, 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 go for it. And if you have somebody next to you who believes it too, it's even stronger. With 2, 3, a group, it goes even faster. So it's up to you. Make it worthwhile to live. Be that 8% who fulfill their dream. You can do it. I did it and I do it still. And you can do it, and so many people do it. And now with the internet, it's even easier. It's much easier. Can you imagine when I started the center, I had to write everything down, print it out, and make a copy, fold it, put it in envelopes, and then send it to all the members. It costed a lot of money, and it was a lot of effort and time. Now you just send one email, 500 in one time. Easy, easy. So take advantage of it. In these times, it's even, you connect with people you need. You go into groups who have the same vision or the same dream. Ask advice, connect with people. Don't do it alone. You don't need to do it alone. It's difficult to do it alone. Sometimes it's even not possible to do it alone. So why would you do it alone? Go for it. Go for it, and you can do it. Start that dream today. Start it. Start it in your fantasy. Start it in your feelings. Start it with your senses. And then imagine more and more and more. Write it down. Write it all down. You can do it. Everybody can do it. And I wish you a fulfilling life. That's why I made this video. So the other video is when you start and you start the video, the dream, how a lot of people stop it and destroy their own dreams to become true. See you in the next video. Have fun. Bye-bye.